right, hello. This is going to be a video for Connecticut. Connecticut's got a key out right now, over 15 draws. Key 1 is due, so I'm going for it. It is out actually 19 right now. Look at that. I think it's definitely worth jumping on board for that. So starting off with 19, starting off with 55, I should say. I'm going to immediately take these 55 because I'm just going to be honest with you. I already looked into the SB pair pattern, which I'm going to do a part 2 possibly tomorrow. It's going to be based more on pick 4 and then just a basic rundown of what I do for pick 3 using this, but also using the single box pattern. I'm going to go over that. I know I've already done that, but I'm going to do it in a, I don't know, just more focused way so that I'm not jumping over and it's just on those two things. So, but for now, I'm just going to look at Connecticut and for tomorrow. So key 1 is out, and I don't really see nothing on this, so I'm not going to even bother with this tonight. And honestly, looking at my SBP pattern, on this one, not the pair pattern, but the regular one, a lot of times I'll look at this and I'll pull a 1, and you can see here that 1 hasn't hit since the 11th. So when a 1 hits, it's going to come from these patterns, and there's only 5 in each one of these patterns, but I don't really trust it being it's out been that long. You know, normally I try to find them where they've been out like 2 or 3, and there's a lot of 1s. So right now it's like the 1 is not hot and it's ice cold here. It's not ice cold, but it's coming. It's going to come back, but I don't know if I want to put my money on that. So I'm just going to, since the 1 is, I'm only going for the 1, it already gives me 55 numbers. So I'm just going to do that. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to bring it over to Lotto odds, and then I'm going to immediately, I'm just going to do some filtering over here today. So let's see here. I don't want that. That's too high. We start with 55 numbers boxed. I'm going to make sure I switch this over so we're looking at box view. All right. And we're going to go to town here. So now what I'm looking at is I'm not going to play all 55 numbers, even though 19 out, that definitely makes some money on that. Was it 261, 271 keys or numbers? But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at this and see if there's anything I can filter out. So I'm going to say right away, I always look at the 1-2 sums first of all. And I've been looking at the 8 pair sums because this has been very telling to me. I've been learning how to kind of read that. But for this here, you got 1-2, 1-2, but it's like 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Now, if you go through here and you try to find out how many times the 1-2 follows each other, there's a bunch of them here. So I'm not going to remove that, I don't think. What I'm looking for a lot of times is, you know, a bunch of 1s on the front or a bunch of 1s on the back end. But also you can look at what's outstanding. There hasn't been a 2-2 here at all since since here, so since the 12th. So 2-2 will probably be coming back here, but who's to say if it's going to come right now? So I don't want to just single that 1 out. Although that is a good way to play because these repeat a lot. I mean, they're constantly repeating. The 2-2 actually hits a lot too. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to remove anything on that one. I will say this here on the curve line. Check out the curve line. You got on the front end in the box form, you have curve, line, curve. I think that's bound here to flip to a mixed bag. Okay. I think that's coming. If you go and look through here, it's hard to find that a lot of times they're mixed. So I'm thinking there's going to be a mixed on the front end in the boxed form. So I'm going to get rid of the CC. That's doing nothing for me, so that sucks. That one did though. Oh wow, that one really did, didn't it? Look at that. Removing the line really removes some numbers. And I feel like it's likely. I mean, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 draws in a row. I'm thinking that this is going to be, you know, an LC or a CL coming up here. I'm going to bank on that. So win or lose, I'm going to bank on that. Also looking at maybe a repeat, because if you look, there hasn't been a repeat in this one. I don't know, my mic is like cutting out. I'm sorry if it's annoying. Well, you can see there hasn't been a repeat yesterday, so there's a chance that could repeat. Maybe a 0 or a 3. Something to look at maybe at the end. And then also, here's another thing. Out, in, out, in, out, in. That's 3 in a row. How often does that hit? 3 in a row. Here we go. Out, in, out, in, out, in. That's 3. Out, in, out, in. Okay, there's a bunch, so I'm just going to completely ignore that. Every state's different. I do not know Connecticut. So I'm not really seeing much else. I want to be kind of careful. Now I will switch this over and look at daytime too, and see if that shows anything. There hasn't been a 3 in the front here. But I'm not interested in that quite yet. I'm trying to get some color coding on that. It'd be cool because then we could really. But that 3 is definitely coming back for sure. I'm not gonna do it now. 2 2 3 3 3 3. I already removed that LL in the front. Could do the maybe spike trough or spike trough. That's 2 in a row. How often does that happen? It's little things like this. These little repeat things, There's 2 in a row. Now there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row of that, but the SST. There's 2. There's 3. So it could go again. So I'm trying to fight myself and not reduce too much. A lot of times this happens. See how it's split like this? No, I'm sorry, it didn't split. I thought it was 2 ins and an out in the middle. But a lot of times that will happen. This tomorrow, I think this is gonna. Yeah, I don't want to make any predictions on that. So, what are we at? 23 numbers. Okay, 23 numbers. Now I'm going to say. I'm going to take this. I don't want to overdo it, and I don't want to play too much on it. I'm going to bring this back over here. Throw this in here. This is for Connecticut midday tomorrow. So now I wanted to show something. Check this out. If you go to Connecticut special filter and look at the sums 8 through 19, look what is due 15. Look at that 0.017%. No, I'd say that's not going to be how much longer, even though it is at 96. It could be one of those things that lasts for a little, 115, 120, but it's kind of pretty crazy. Some 15, anybody who knows pick 3, that repeats quite often. So regardless, what's nice about this is if you go to the reduced, you're going to notice that there's only 3 numbers with a 1 in there. So I'm going to just write those down. 159, 168, 177. And remember, maybe there'll be a repeat for a double. 17 is due. So what else was due? We got 18 was due. So there's that 168. There's that 18. There you go. They got the 18. Could look at other numbers that are due. You got 44 is due. So 447, if you want to do that one, perhaps that one oddball that wouldn't be with the 1. Maybe 1 will stay out for another draw. But I do like playing these just because there's only 3 of them. 15 is not going to last much longer. So, and then also, let's see what I have left when I reduced. Do I have any of those? I got 159. No, but I do have 168 and 177. No. 447. No. I do have 168 though, so maybe 168 is the winning ticket tomorrow. Some 15 hits. You got the 18 pair due, box pair, and then you got the 1 due. There you go. Tomorrow, Connecticut 168, and then what? I'm not saying I'm not going to play these other ones. I'm just saying I'd like to get better. I'd like to get better and, get it down to just a few numbers. And if I lose, I lose, but then it's not such a big deal. I'm just thinking. So if we go to key A just to see what's going on, where I could best place that 168, maybe the one on the front. Maybe that one on the front. Let's see what key B is showing. Oh, that one's yellow in the center. 6 and 8 is down in there. Let's just go look at the C once. Okay, let's look at it. Midday alone. I'm not really too interested in that. I'm not interested in that. I'm already just kind of like, I left the court there for a second. It's like I wasn't even thinking about it when I was looking at that. Okay. I like what I got over here. So what I would do then is I'll take that and see, I could take a couple more risks over here. Like if I wanted to remove that 1-2 when you do the combined, you got the 1-2 here. So if I did that, let's see what that would do for me. Move that 1-2. It takes you down to 17. 168 is not in there. Dang it. That means tomorrow, in order for that 168 to hit, there has to be another 1-2. I mean, it can happen. It can happen, but I think the stock went down on it. That kind of sucks. But I do like it. Do I have any all lows? I do have all lows. I probably won't be a repeat of that all low. A lot of times that don't repeat. I will definitely remove that one. Down to 17 now. All right. What else we got to remove? Anything in the high, even odd department? What if we do it? I don't want to remove anything else. I'm going to keep that. So this is what I got for Connecticut for tomorrow. If a 1 hits, my stuff wasn't showing much today, so I didn't want to force anything like I do all the time. I'm try to be better. I'm going to get better at straights too, though. I don't mind doing these box ones, but this is what I got. And like I said, I'm still going to play the 159, and I'm also going to play the 177, and I'm going to play the 447 just because it's part of 715, and 715 is super due. So that's what I'm going to do for Connecticut. And looking at anything else over here, I'm not really seeing too much. It's kind of just sporadic. Nothing's really going on. Nothing's really going on now. Sometimes I'll check it to the midday. Maybe the 7 in the middle. You can remove in box form. Let's hit two draws in a row. I don't even know if there's anything to remove from that. Is there any 7s in the middle? I don't even have any 7s in the middle anyway. So that's what I'm thinking for tomorrow for Connecticut. And my best one would be in this bunch would be 168, I guess. But you could look and see what other sums are due too, just in general, instead of doing the special filter to see. You got 15, 3, 16. So 16 and maybe 19. See that 6 there? I don't like to look at those smaller sums. I just hit the wrong one. If I do want to look at the smaller sums or the lower sums, like these here, what I'll use is this filter right here. Because this one, look at Minnesota's for just an example. It was all 21, and look at this. It was so due for that, so I knew that was going to hit, and it did. So it did actually that day. So I did not get this, but this was that video the other day. I said that there's a great chance for a pink to hit on the front. The pink did hit on the front on the SBP pair pattern. It did hit on the front. So that was kind of a sucky that I missed that, because that starts you off with 300 straights. See, I'd like to start doing more of that. Do very light box work and then flip it and then start working those straights. So here's where it was. That's what it was right there. This one. That's what hit the other day when remember I made that video and I was saying a pink's going to hit. That's what hit right there. Pink is doing the middle too here. Now, I mean the BC now. Also, red. Red is due. Red's going to be hitting here in Minnesota because look at this. Okay, I don't want to talk about Minnesota. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about Minnesota. I'm done for now. I'm not going to do any much more filtering. So, Connecticut, have a good day.